What you got going on?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah. It's so funny. Did Hey Rosie? They went out of business, he said.
They did go out of business. Unfortunately, their ice cream was good.
That sucks.
That was one of our first dates.
I think it was one of our first dates.
It was the summer, the first year we dated. 2013.
That's when he was doing all the,
How about me?
How about me?
How about me? How about we?
How about we?
Yeah. Those were great. That's such a great idea. I don't think they exist anymore. Or if they do. For a brief time, they were called You and Me.
You and me?
How About We is way better.
Was it a different one?
No. There was How About Me,
Mm-hmm.
which was for singles, people looking for dates. And then
Like
there was
a Match.com type of
kind
deal?
of thing. It's like you could suggest a date or something or go on a date together that they had listed.
Mm-hmm.
I never used that one. And then there was How About We, which was for couples, and you can go on cute dates.
Yeah. It's
It was
interesting.
adorable.
Yeah. We know the chocolate making one.
Chocolate making for your birthday. We learned how to make chocolate. We did their arrows, shooting arrows.
Mm-hmm.
We learned about spices.
Did we do shooting arrows with that? That was Queen's Archery.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
think we
it
did it
wasn't.
with them.
Okay, well, I think there was also one towards the end. They started offering an archery one. But we did a lot of food ones.
Food making.
Food making. Oh,
Food
we did one where you got shots of whiskey and you got to eat burgers and whiskey, I think, or it was
I think
like
I
a
remember
flight
that one.
of like
5
beers or
different
something.
ones.
I don't know, something
But
like
like
that.
in smaller glasses
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was
So
that
you
was
could try
good.
them out. Yeah. And I think we were in somewhere in Williamsburg for one. But we
That's
had
the
the
Hey
actual
Rosie.
fire. No, we had the actual fire.
Yeah, that was a good
And
one.
we did s'mores.
It was the Sidecar or something. It was a really I don't know if that's the name of it, but it was a really small restaurant, and you got to roast your own marshmallows over this tiny little fire. It was cute.
Good. It was good. But what happened after a while? We did all the good ones. Maybe I don't know if they ran out of like
I hope they didn't.
interesting ideas, but like how we stopped using it is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Is that we were like the ones that the more interesting ones we already did, and then the newer ones we were adding didn't seem quite as inspired, so
Yeah.
kind of stopped using it.
But it was cute while we did.
It was cute while it lasted. That's it.
Yes.
And now we're homebodies.
Now we're home. Cute guy.
Oh man. So
Now we are wedding planning.
I would say the bulk of the wedding planning is already out the way.
Yeah, that's true. We knocked out everything as much as we could in advance.
Well, I wanted to. I think the hardest part of was finding the place and locking it down, because I was trying to keep it reasonable.
Yeah, I did, I looked up a lot of places before I showed you a few. I did a lot of research to, you said exactly what you were looking for.
Price range wise.
And I was looking for something that was venue, ceremony, food, all in one, because I didn't want to have to deal with like a ton of vendors.
Yeah. But the other thing that I liked with the all-in-one idea was that it was less room for error. Like say, well, there's always room for error, but I'm thinking less moving parts in particular.
Yeah.
So if it's like the same person, they've done it before, hopefully, so they know how to keep the engine running smoothly.
Yeah.
And I figured it'd be less stress, because that's what I wanted. I wanted like low stress, less stress as possible.
Yeah.
So they do the ceremony, the reception, and the catering.
Yep. And we figured out centerpieces and flowers pretty quickly. I think that all happened after I found my dress, which
Just I haven't seen.
which he hasn't seen, which was a pain, because I found what I wanted, and then they stopped making it, and it was heartbreaking.
That was weird.
So then I had to find another dress, which I did, and it's even better. It's way better.
It's way better?
It's way better.
You're really hyping this thing up, man.
Yeah.
Hyping up that wedding dress?
Yeah.
So,
And then the flowers fell in line. Which are fake. And they're cheap.
yeah.
But they look beautiful. And that's important.
Fake and cheap.
Fake
Look
and cheap.
beautiful.
And then I think the last big one is the wedding cake. And then finalizing food. Because this place does...
Which is also the same place.
Which is also the same place.
Also the same place.
Well, you had to pick a bakery from select places, but they pay for it. It's included in the bill.
They don't pay for it.
We pay for it. But the food is gonna... The food is... We have, like, until, like, a month before or something to choose the food. And every time I look at their website, they always have more options, too.
Yeah, but, you know, it's already the same base. Like, we have different people who have different restrictions. So
Yeah.
just pick different things that could, you know, someone from each.
Yeah, someone who's gluten-free, someone who's vegan, someone who doesn't eat pork.
Yeah, they could get into that.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
But also, like, when it comes to the cake, that shit's about us. It's gonna be chocolate.
It's so funny. I thought it was gonna have, when he said that shit's about it, I thought it was gonna be like all the stuff in it, like everything. Like, was that the food thing where they like wrap the meat in bacon and they put more meat on it?
Oh, like a turducken kind of thing?
Super epic food meal time, something.
Oh, yeah, ew, no.
No?
No.
Yeah, just...
But have you noticed, has it been stressful for you at all?
At all?
Yeah, what we've been planning?
I think the most stressful part was getting the place locked down because, you know, you have a lot of people upstate, and at first we're trying to decide whether to have it in the city or upstate, and, like, the prices in the city were way high for what we wanted.
Yeah.
And even the stuff that seemed more reasonable didn't really look too like something we'd want to do.
Yeah.
So, options, low to mid-range options, it was a little bit like scarce for the budget that I had in mind.
Yeah.
And, but when we found that place, and then we had another place in mind, but they didn't seem too organized, so I didn't.
Yeah, someplace that was closer to the city, and the event coordinator was not coordinated or organized. Which, as an event coordinator, that is very frustrating. So, I need you to be on top of it, and I need you to be able to handle everything.
So.
And return a call when you've got 3 weddings that weekend, which she didn't.
Yeah, I was like, she didn't. You had called her. She didn't return the call. It was like Thursday. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna call you back on Monday because she's gonna be overwhelmed with the stuff. But it won't look good if she calls you back on Monday because, you know, it's if you're having to juggle. Actually, the place had two wedding locations. One for big weddings, like 200. One for like under 70. And I figured if she couldn't return a call during the weekend or before Monday, that she would be able to handle the stress of something that might come up on our actual wedding day. So it didn't really inspire confidence. So I was.
So they were right. Shut down.
And was I right?
You were right. She called me back on Monday. On voicemail.
So I was like, nah, sorry.
Yeah, but this place is gonna be great because it's like they've got like 40 acres or something. So we are going to have beautiful outdoor photos.
All right. Don't oversell it.
What?
Don't oversell it.
That was a big part for me. Like the ones that were in the city that we could afford, they didn't really have options for us to take photos. We could take photos on the street, which no. Or we can just have fluorescent light photos as our entire wedding album.
Fluorescent light.
Like purple, strobe lights, blah, and then us taking like formal photos in front of like, I don't know.
It wasn't really picturesque.
No.
Okay.
Not what I wanted.
So, what's happening now is just since that's already locked down, there's just a constant, ongoing, small detail stream that Emily is handling because I realized that the lead up to the wedding gives her as much pleasure as probably the wedding itself might be. Like, it's all part of the experience, so
Yeah.
I'm handsing off a little bit when it comes to certain things.
Well,
So you and your mom could experience and
you've
enjoy
got,
that.
yeah, and you've got, you know, if I have like major things, like major questions for you, I always, you know, we always talk about it. But when it comes to like fine details and like keeping a spreadsheet and marking down what we need to do, what has been done, things like that.
Yeah, but you do that
I love
anyway.
that, you know.
With your budget, I don't budget with spreadsheets, but you do.
Yeah,
So
and everything's like, you know, all cute little things that are all set and put aside, and there's some things left to do. It's
yes,
exciting.
small things.
And because I want to make sure that we're both not stressed on the day of, so.
Yeah.
Which
That's-
we won't be.
that's been my major goal. Glad it's a priority for you too.
Of course. I don't
No
want to be
stress.
stressed out.
No stress on the day of.
Who wants to be stressed out? I don't.